time to see Onward, Mr. Cheesy Pop. Hey everyone, it's Max. Onward, Disney, Pixar. I'm here, early screening, gonna go see the movie, and then I will have my review on this new. We also are matching. I didn't really intend this, but hey, it works. I just need a staff. I need a wizard staff now. All right, let's go see this movie, and then I'll have my review after. Just getting out of the movie. I'll have a full review when I get back home. It was really good. That was really good. All right, I'm home from Onward, so let's talk about it for a few minutes now. This movie, if I can describe it in one word, I would say sweet. This movie, as you know, most Pixar movies do, it will tug on the heartstrings. It really is gonna do that. Especially if you have a brother. This is a story about two brothers, mainly. As much as it is a story about the two brothers losing their dad, it is a story about the two brothers and their relationship. And that's the heart of this movie. So while this is a very sweet and endearing and at times moving movie, it's nothing groundbreaking. They're not doing anything earth-shattering that you haven't seen before in this, and that's okay. This simple story just works sometimes. You know the story that they're gonna tell in this. But you know what Pixar is so good at is that they are able to take a simple story like the one that they've given us in this movie and, set it in this fantastical world and add a dollop of magic and make you feel all fuzzy inside. And Pixar's real good at that. Is it, at the top of the Pixar movie list? No. And I think anytime, Pixar has a movie, you're always going to be comparing it to the catalog of, really unforgettable movies. And, this one is not there, but I don't think we're asking it to be there. I think, though, that the world that they built with this is really rich. There's a lot to discover. So when you guys are watching the movie, you'll want to pay close attention to things that are happening behind the main action. That's always something to discover whenever you're watching a Pixar movie. There's so much world building. There's so much more to see than what's at the forefront of a scene. So, keep your eyes peeled for those details in the background, because I love looking for those whenever I see a Pixar movie. The performances are really great, honestly. There's some really great voice acting performances here. I thought Tom Holland really nailed it. Chris Pratt nailed it. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is one of my favorite actors ever. And she's the mom. It's just wonderful. And Octavia Spencer, really, she killed it with this. Her character really brought a big sense of life to the movie. So I really enjoyed that. This movie is a lot of Dungeons and Dragons heavy stuff, but if you are not into that, don't worry, you don't have to be into it. But if you are into it, you'll notice lots of little things and nods to different parts of the game. I'm not really into it, but I have an idea of different things. I did a Dungeons and Dragons web series way back in the day, so I kind of know some stuff from that. So I was catching things, and I'm sure those of you that actually do play it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But most of all, this movie is really going to appeal to anyone that has a sibling, a brother in particular, someone that has lost a parent or is, grown up with a single parent. You're going to find yourself, I think, really, really feeling yeah, I know this. One thing that they're really good at is making some really sweet merch. There's so much built-in merch kind of stuff, whether it be a doll of the dad. You'll see the socks on the dad, the hoodie. I'm kind of wearing it's kind of weird. I'm almost wearing what Tom Holland's character wears. But I was watching the movie and I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually dress like the dad, because the dad has a beard. Oh my gosh. And then I was like, man, am I dad age in a Pixar movie now? Oh, what's going on? That's okay, because if I was ever cast in a Pixar movie, you know I'd be playing the kid. Listen to this voice. Listen to this voice. Does this sound like a dad voice? I don't think it does. Does this sound like a dad voice? I honestly don't have that much more to say about this, really, other than the fact that it's gonna do what Pixar movies usually do, which is make you cry a little. You're not gonna cry a ton, but I think it will bring up emotions for people that have really gone through what these characters have gone through. Not all of the wizard stuff. Unless you've had that happen to you, and that is cool. But overall, I think it's just a really sweet movie. And it doesn't try to do too much, which I like. You know what? Sometimes you don't have to try so hard to make like a really great movie. A simple storyline. It's not the most advanced plot we've ever heard. It's pretty thin at times, but it's a touch of magic and some love, some family. It feels good, even at the sad times. Yeah. And it'll give you a little emotional twist there too. So I really enjoyed it. I did. Will I want to see it again and again? Nah, it's not that kind of movie. It's really not. But a good movie. A good Pixar movie. That's my review. Are you guys interested? Are you excited to see it? I don't know what the general consensus on this is. I think you should go see it. It's a great family movie. Take the family. If you are a parent, if you've got little boys especially, oh man, that's gonna be really good for them to see. So let me know if you're going, guys. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought. No spoilers, of course. Like, subscribe, check out my Patreon page. Have a magical day, everybody. Bye.